Assalamualaikum and hello. Welcome to my final year project presentation. My name is Muhammad Al-Hakim bin Aswad. My metric number is 263580 and I am supervised by Prof. Dr. Muhammad Najib bin Saleh. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. My final year project title is Designing Piezoelectric Device Harvesting Energy Using Human Motion. Means that I am using piezoelectric to create a device that can generate electricity from kinetic energy to electrical energy using human motion by walking. Okay, before I start with my introduction on chapter 1, I will show a little bit or sneak peek of my poster at my right. So you can see, summarize all my content, all my project in one page in my poster. Okay, I will start with my chapter 1, that is introduction. There are 6 segments in this introduction. The first is background of study, the second is problem statement, the third is research question, next is research objective, the fifth is scope of study, and the last is significance of study. For my background of study of my final project, this piezoelectric is to design and study the power of supply used on piezoelectric by using human movement by walking, as I said, in order to generate electricity for generation of electricity while it's moving or working. Although there are many electronic devices that save energy, but it will problem because it also needs to be charged for years and it will give some times to wait for the device is fully charged. Unlike this piezo shoe project, which is done to save waiting time and generate electricity, and it is also environmentally friendly. Nowadays, harvesting renewable energy are very important as part of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. For problem statement of this prototype, this piezoelectric device set on shoes to produce the force by squeezing the piezoelectric. As we probably are aware, consistently we devote a great deal of energy during working or running. So this project is to design is to changing shoes that can change over mechanical energy to electrical or usable energy for power supply contraption gadget. The energy created by this piezoelectric device can be put away and utilized as an elective force hotspot for versatile hardware that are not reliant upon customary technique for energy supply like lithium batteries. Next is research question. The research question for this project is, can walking motion generate electricity? For research objective of this project is to develop a prototype of piezo element that can generate electricity using walking motion. There are 4 research framework on this final year project and this prototype. The first is planning, the second is analysis, the third is designing, and the lastly is implementation. For this research framework, the first is planning. Planning for the problem faced by user of gadgets that require a lot of electricity, and sometimes there are a lot problem in terms of user of gadget that need to electric supply for smartphone for emergencies when something happen. Furthermore, this will make the proposed study and development of this prototype and this problem can be reduced and may be solved in terms of using human motion, such as walking and running to generate electricity with the help of piezoelectric element device. The second is analysis. This part, there are discussion of the advantage and disadvantage of piezoelectric in this study. This is to find out how much and how well this piezoelectric element device can be used to be an element that help human motion through walking to generate electricity and at the same time achieve the objective of this study. The third segment for this research framework is designing. For this designing segment, there are main idea designing piezoelectric device harvesting energy. In this part, there are 3 steps. The first is designing, second is joining, and the third is finishing. For designing, the first step is measuring shoe for human movement. Second is setting component. The third is piezoelectric element. The second step is joining, and the first step of joining is gluing piezoelectric element. Second is soldering piezoelectric element. Third is joining IN4007 diode. Joining and testing USB charging module, and the last is setting part. The third is finishing. The first and last step in this finishing is making movement to generate electricity for this prototype. The last segment for research framework is implementation. Full implementation of this project will fully apply in this stage to see how far of piezo element developed in future. Project harvesting piezo element is done for anyone who needs additional electrical energy for their technology device. It also can save time and able to do work at once, for example, jogging while charging their technological device. As you can see, this is the picture of how prototype designing process. The first step is measuring shoes of this prototype. Second is testing the piezo element crystal it for double check so the piezo can run smoothly. Third is placing and measuring the piezo element in the shoe sole. Next is testing 1N4007 diode. Then soldering and gluing are met. Lastly is installation and finishes touch. This is how prototypes are made. The result of this project is the harvesting power research project using this piezo element crystal was implemented successfully and it achieved its goal. This project is the other way to produce renewable energy electricity in the future and gives a lot of positive impact and effectiveness to human as well as to sectors that are more to mechanical movement. This is because this piezo element requires pressure or kinetic energy to change it to electrical energy by using human motion by working. The more than that, this project is to generate electricity from piezo crystal element, and after making the connection circuit, we can generate electricity as we pressure the piezo element. Also, the piezo element will have high electric charge as long as we continuously give pressure on the crystal. This prototype of project already tested and it can generate electricity by piezoelectric crystal using multimeter tools to detect the voltage. The maximum generate voltage by each piezoelectric crystal is 1.1 volt. However, generated voltage depends on force applied continuously at each piezoelectric crystal. For performance analysis for this prototype is when mechanical pressure or force are applied continuously on piezoelectric crystal, it will produce electrical voltage. And by applying the mechanical pressure to piezoelectric, the energy converts from kinetic energy into electrical energy. When the capacitor connected to electrical circuit, the energy gets stored in the capacitor and the capacitor can maintain the energy. The electrical board is connected to the LED module which emits light. The voltage output obtained from the material due to effect is very small and it has high impedance. The electrical potential is developed across the phase and this electrical potential is used to produce electric current which is used to glow the LED. Further this, we can charge the battery of our mobile phone by connecting the device to the cell phone via some USB device. After the project has been tested and run, we can detect there are advantages and limitations for this project and this prototype. The advantage of this prototype is high frequency response. They offer high frequency response. That means the parameter changing at very high speed and can be sensed easily. Next is a high transient response. The piezoelectric transducer can be detected the event of microsecond and also give the linear output. The third is the for advantage of this prototype is the piezoelectric transducer are small in size and rugged construction. The limitation for this prototype is it is a little bit difficult to apply the stress or pressure on the crystal element in a proper ways because the piezo element is very thin. The second is the output obtained from the piezoelectric is low when using one piezo element crystal. So external electronic circuit has to be connected and put a lot of crystal. The third of this limitation for this prototype is battery takes the long time to charge if there's a little piezo element crystal input. Before I end my presentation, I will show you the video of how my prototype are tested. There are two videos I will show you. Hope you guys like and hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, this is my prototype. I will show how it run. When you press it, there will be a light, and this is how it run. When you press. As we can see, this is my prototype of piezoelectric shoes. The pressing charge will be displayed by the light of LED. Okay, we in a static. Then I will walk a little bit to lamp the LED. As we can see, the LED is on, light on. As we walk in, the LED have bright blue light.
For conclusion of this project is, the end of this project show the electricity is very important for an individual, but we must know that using non-renewable energy will have a negative impact in the long run. In this case, the project is carried out so that it can be renewed and developed for sustainable electricity generation. The project has also achieved its target of clarifying the issue and problem faced. Thus, this project can be concluded that this project can convert kinetic energy to electrical energy, and it can be proved in this project. This can solve many problems regarding dependence on batteries and non-renewable energy source. For feature on this prototype, the diagram one show that the piezoelectric device can be used for street light on road at night to further save electricity. This is because when the vehicle puts pressure on the piezoelectric surface, it will produce light, in other words, street light, and it will make easier for road user to go through. It also will save a lot of electricity because this piezoelectric is renewable energy. The second diagram it showed the piezoelectric element can be used for dancing floor lamps, as there are a lot of stress going on when there are dancing party being done. This also saves excessive electricity consumption. That's all from me. Thank you.